Jedwave is Misha Ed August Toshi Erica. Toshe Becknock La Bella Podrig. Marshin Gati Shinni Laura Wid Achguelga.
I mean, sure. What is...
Asguelga.
Yeah, ask Guelgo.
No, Asguelga.
Ask Guelgo. Who's Guelga?
All right, we're not actually going to do this all in Irish because obviously that wouldn't work out.
Yeah.
But we are drinking Irish whiskey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we are coming up on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
It's next month, March 17th, as it always is. So this was actually first released as like a limited release just for Californians. And there were 4 batches. And it's being released to the rest of us because those Californians get everything first because they lucky.
Yeah.
So, Redbreast is all single pot still whiskey made by Midleton. Same people who make Jameson. Pot still is a uniquely Irish style that's made with malted and unmalted barley. Used to be you could add some other stuff in there, but Midleton is like, no, only malted and unmalted barley. And they leaned on the Irish government to make that the legal definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the big guy always wins.
Yeah. Tale as old as time.
Yeah, pretty much. We should talk about why the Irish started doing pot still whiskey.
Okay.
Because originally, they were basically making like single malt, much like the Scottish and the Irish do today.
Yeah.
However, the British government, those damn Englishes,
They
decided they're going to tax malt. Boo! So the Irish said, well, fuck that. We'll just put unmalted barley and other unmalted grains into our mash bills.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have to pay the malt tax.
Fuck taxes.
And a happy accident, right?
Yeah.
Was that unmalted barley gave their whiskey a spicier bristle compared to single malt.
There you go.
And that's where you get some of the spicier elements from pot still.
Neat.
Also, the reason they started triple distilling was that less malted barley in the mash meant less saccharification, less alcohol. They needed to bring it up a little bit higher, and so some people started triple distilling.
Okay. You done with your nerd shit?
Yes.
Alright, cool.
Redbreast out of Midleton is known for being sherry influenced. However, the new small batch emphasizes both sherry and bourbon cask aging.
Okay.
Yeah. So I figured you'd probably want to try some of this because I know how much you love those bourbon casks. Now, as a comparison, we also have the original cask strength. This is a 12-year. I'm
actually just going to pour both so I can compare them.
That makes sense. And then, so this is the 12-year age-stated Redbreast cask strength. This one over here doesn't actually have an age statement.
It smells nice.
It does.
Very caramel cakey.
It is pretty caramel cake, yeah. And kind of a shortbread thing.
That's the cake part, you think?
Yeah, but shortbread's a little different from like caramel cake. You don't think? No, like shortbread's more buttery sweet.
Right. So the cake part of caramel cake is like really, it's like basically angel food cake. It's like
no,
butter.
Shortbread is not the same as angel food cake.
No, it's not. But it's like general white. Okay, here's the thing. I use angel cake is just like white cake. I know angel food cake is different, but I don't care.
But I would argue shortbread is a very particular type of sweet.
Yes.
Like, and that's like different from white cake.
Bread.
Yeah.
But like, if you make a good caramel cake, it's a really buttery cake base. That's very close to shortbread. It sounds like you just haven't had good caramel cake, and that's your problem.
But there's an interesting kind of a citrusy note here. I did
what kind of citrus?
I was going to say
or
orange.
Just general? Okay.
Yeah. I was also going to say, I tasted a little bit of this with a buddy at work before I brought it home. You're just going for it? Okay.
I didn't want to wait.
I get a little bit of coconut on it.
Oh.
Which is interesting because that's something I found with Green Spot, which is another Midleton product. Not usually with the Redbreast line.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get this weird bitter spice thing that I'm into. Like, it's still that caramel cakey thing, but also coffee. And also, I just can't tell what else.
Yeah, I agree. There is like a little woody bite that's a touch...
Maybe that's the spice thing.
Touch bitter?
Yeah.
Maybe not bitter, but it's... Yeah, I guess. It's a little funky, bitter, spicy.
It's not like rye bitter or anything.
No.
But it's just like, there's a little bitter bite. It's something that really complements the sweet bits, though. I'm into it.
Sure. For sure. Like, this could get very floral and excessively sweet. But with that little extra bite at the end,
Yeah.
it doesn't come off quite so painful. You know, it doesn't come off excessively sweet.
Yeah.
I get a little bit of like, you know that I was saying that orange?
Yeah.
That there's an orange thing, but there's a little touch of like a mango-y kind of fruitiness.
Yeah.
And then that's backed up with some of those more of those usual sherry fruits, like a dried raisin-y kind of thing.
Yeah.
The finish is dry raisin and some black pepper.
I can see that. Yeah, I dig this. I'm really into it.
Yeah, it's really good, right?
It's really good.
It's fantastic.
And I think I'm getting more of that orange you were talking about, but it's like a spicy orange. It's almost... It honestly kind of reminds me a little bit of an old-fashioned.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It does kind of taste like an old-fashioned. I think that's why I said spicy orange, yeah. Spicy orange, like that little touch of bitter.
With the orange peel.
And there's a little bit of a darker red fruit there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah!
It tastes like you took a mouthful of cake, and then to, like, soften it, you just had, like, a gulp of orange fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, in the best way. It's, like, a good combo of those things.
It is. It is. I like it. I like it. This combines some darker, fruitier elements along with some light, more, like, kind of floral elements.
Yeah.
This is good.
I dig it.
This is good. Should we compare it to the original 12? Yeah. So this baby right here.
Yeah, I don't like it as much. Be sweeter. It smells like basement, which is like what I don't like sherry finished things. Because sherry finished things smell like basement to me.
I don't get that with sherry. I get that more with port. Like that rancio kind of smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that way more with port.
I get it way more with port, but I still get it with sherry.
Yeah.
I don't care much for dry fruit.
I guess I see what you mean on this. The Redbreast small batch is much more lively.
Yeah.
Lighter fruit. Much more of a bright citrusy. They still both have that same kind of backbone, though, is bready sweet.
Maybe I should have smelled the original first, because it's like I get less of the cake on this and more of the caramel. That's the frosting of the cake. Versus, like, if this is cake, I'm just like, it's boring, because where's the caramel?
Sure, it's not enough sweet for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one does smell a lot more like dark fruit.
Yeah.
A lot more like dry fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the palate is a lot better than the nose for me. But I think also, like, it's being affected because I've had this small batch now.
Yeah.
Like, if I'd had this straight, I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more.
I still love this cask strength. I think the cask strength is the best value. I think 12 years old is the perfect amount of time to age it. Yeah. Any more gets too oaky. Mm-hmm. Fight me in the comments about it, I swear to God. And at cask strength, I think this is really, really good. This does have a very dark cakey. I really like those dark, raisiny, dried fruit kind of notes.
Yeah.
It's nutty. That said, I think I like the nose on this one better.
On the small batch?
On the small batch.
I agree. Which one do you like palate-wise more?
Oh, it's so hard to choose. They're both really good.
Okay, it's really easy for me.
It's the small batch. The small batch does seem quite a bit sweeter.
Yeah, but it's complex in those sweetnesses, which I really enjoy.
Yeah. All right. It's a split decision, I think.
Okay.
Small batch takes it on the nose. Cask strength takes it on the taste.
All right.
But even that, I think on a different day, small batch might be able to overtake it. There's a good chance I come back to this in a week and check out small batch again. It may edge out regular cask strength. There's a chance.
That's fair.
But for right now, it's split.
For you.
For me.
Yeah.
For you, it's obvious. You like the small batch.
Yeah, I like it a lot more.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you lean into bourbon.
Yeah. No, you do like that bourbon cask.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It does really nice things.
All right. Well, that is the new line extension from Midleton, the limited single pot still small batch Redbreast.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, check it out. If you have checked it out, let us know what you think about it in the
Yeah.
comments.
This was running about 105, about 100 to 105 near us. I think that's well worth it. I think that's well worth it. Yeah. My only concern is, now that they've de-emphasized the 12-year age statement on this one, and they're moving to a non-age statement cask strength small batch, are we going to see the end of age-stated Redbreast cask strengths in the near future? Is this the death knell of cask strength 12? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out. But until then, this has been the Rot Gut Review. I'm Ed, she's Erica. Slancha wa, slancha gutsa, slancha more. And until next time,
Stay rotten.
stay so rotten.